Alright, hey guys, it's C-Rock, and we're back in the Egyptian campaign. Last time I fought the last battle down there by the last small little city that's in Aksum, besides their one big walled city, and I finally took that city, and now I'm looking at the objectives that I need to go ahead and complete in the campaign and the areas that I have to go ahead and take. So Syria, Italia, and this is for the military victory, and then for the economic victory, and for all these other victories. So we're gonna go ahead and have to do one of these in order to complete the victory of the whole thing. But first, we're gonna go ahead and secure our borders of Lower Egypt, and we're going to take out these two last armies that these guys have. So we're going to go ahead and bring this army that's over here. It's in Ptolemais Theron. We're going to have to bring them on up later on, but first I wanted to go ahead and check on my other cities. Go ahead and take away those guys that I was building there, because I'm going to have to raise the public order, or raise the tax level, most likely. And this will lower, when I remove him from there, that'll lower how much I'm making in that particular town. And I wanted to see what else he has over here, which I can't do yet. So we're going to go ahead and do that next turn. So here we are going to the next turn. Nothing really happens. They're kind of realizing that they're trapped, the AI. And now I can also go ahead and upgrade my diplomat over here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him closer and closer to getting the +2 public order over here. So we're going to go ahead and pick, I think that's +4 wealth, so that one's a good one. And then we can go ahead and pick some of these tax rate ones, or -2 upkeep for all the guys in the area. All the army units that I make, infantry units. And then we're going to go ahead and pick a technology. So I think we're looking at picking a military technology. I probably should go along more around a tactics tree. But I think I end up picking either this one or the other siege, the one with the siege tower is the one I end up going with. Yes. And here we are. We're thinking about going through a few of these next. Because that will help me out. So now we're gonna go ahead and none of these guys are finally starting to make some extra get reinforcements back. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove some of my troops from the the army that's in the city, and put them into the army that's not in the city, so they can all start. So quite a few of them start getting replenishments. And I almost was clicking on the wrong army at first there. So we're gonna go ahead and take those guys. All my hoplites or pikemen. A few of my other guys, so we have to go ahead and click off of one guy because he can't come with us. So now I have a full army there, and we just have this army here, and we're gonna go ahead and finally take upgrade the city to more my style city, or an Egyptian style city, and we're gonna delete some of these military barracks that I really don't need. Yeah. And I'll get some money back also next turn just by demolishing those, which is nice. Now they have 3 armies, 2 full armies and 1 just little dinky army that they can't, I guess, put any more guys on it because they don't have any more money, which is surprising. So, and they're building guys. It's within that one large army. So we're gonna go on the next turn here. They are moving one of their armies out towards me, as we can see. So I ended up picking civil development for that, by the way. The increased rank. So this general has increased his rank. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade this. The siege tactics, I think is what that was. Or something like that. And then we're going to go ahead and get military conscription, because I didn't get it before. And I think this guy actually goes through a lot of plagues over here. He's gone through 2 plagues, I think, something like that. And they're still suffering from plagues. And we do move them out at first there, but then we find out that there's another army that's over there. The Seleucids, and we're going to have to move him back. Yeah. And I didn't want to keep him over there just in case, you know. Even though he is in a fort, and it probably would benefit me to go ahead and fight the Seleucids finally. But as you can see, they have an army right there, and they would be able to attack me with 2 armies, actually. And now, they moved out their army towards Uxum. I don't know how you say it. Okay. Wild guess. Now, we can go ahead and build a gold mine here. And also, I think I ended up building a local Agragoria or farms. But I think they're pretty good on food, so they have 2 food. And this doesn't take any food, so this does give me more public health there. Public order there. And I still have a fish market at this one. At Ptolemaeus. So we're going to end up upgrading that fish market later on. So that'll give me some more food over here. And we'll probably have to build some farms over there too. You know. Improve their agriculture. And we did move him on that army finally on out. So we can go at them from basically, you know, 2 directions. There. We're going to end up purchasing some of the Kush units. Some of these guys. Let's see. I think I ended up purchasing some more of the spearmen. Yeah, those guys. Because they have ammunition. I'm trying really hard to figure out who I'm going to purchase right here, but I end up purchasing these guys in the end. The Kushite painted warriors is what they are. Ethiopian levies are pretty good too. And what is the 3rd one there? I don't spend enough time on it. Oh well. And right before I ended the turn, I decided to go back. Alright, we'll change our mind. We get the Kushite warriors. Not the Marrow, the Kushite. Those guys, yes. And then we're going to go ahead and move this guy right before our turn ends. Bring him on back in the city. And then we'll end our turn. And here we are going on to the next turn. We finally get a trade agreement with with those guys. And here they are moving their army even closer to me. And then there's now a plague in that city. So I don't know if that's more in my favor. That there's a plague in that city. But there's a plague in that city now. And since I think he's like 1 turn away from getting close to me, I'm going to go ahead and set my guy in a fort. So we can go ahead and face off against him. And then that will help me get more recruitments for the time being. So replenish myself more. So I need to go ahead and get the fish one. And that'll help. So actually, I could have probably kept him in the other way a little bit longer. Oh well. So I can bring him closer. I don't want to bring him too close though, because they might attack me. So they do have a pretty nice size amount of guys in the city. They have about a 20 stack in the city, along with a few men on the outside there too. And they end up moving their army over there, these Seleucids. So they didn't really do much with them. And now we're going to go ahead and end the turn. As we can see, that did take away a little bit of money from me. I'm now in the negative, unfortunately. But oh well. We can go ahead and raise actually our taxes. We're going to raise our taxes a little bit. We're going to go ahead and check on a few of the things. We raised them a little too high. So they're still in the green. If I leave them at a little bit below normal, which is good news. I think I decided I'm not going to go ahead and add any more guys to that army. So here we are, moving on to the next turn. Paragon, they asked for a non-aggression pact or something there, I think. Or some type of alliance. And now they have moved out their army towards me, so I can go ahead and fight them now. I think they wanted to get their army out of the plague, and we have something going on in the characters. So a servant from the house of a rival family has been discussing their secrets in the market. She may have very valuable information that we could use to discredit rivals, and we end up bribing her because that information might be valuable later on, you know. And here we now have quite a bit of money. So I think I have 4,000 cash, whatever the heck the money is here, and we're gonna go ahead and purchase a few things. So we can go ahead and upgrade the fish yards, and we can go ahead and get a quarry there too. And that's gonna go ahead and help us out later on. And now, since they're close enough, and I have a catapult, I think I can go ahead and actually take this army on. So I go ahead and change my stance and attack them, you know? The catapult is very helpful in this battle. So I wanted to go ahead and see what else they had around the area. Maybe move him on up. So now, the auto resolve was not going to be favorable for this. They had 3 elephant units in there, and I figured I might as well go down and fight it, you know, live. So here we are. We're going to set our catapults up a little bit far in the back, and then go ahead and put our spearmen in the front. Those are Syrian levies, I think is what those are. And then we're going to go ahead and put our Galatian spearmen on the wings, because they can go ahead and throw their javelins beforehand. And we also have to go ahead and move around my general there. This is Ptolemy's army, so I need to go ahead and be careful with him. I forgot about my elephants, so they're all the way in the back there. And we're going to go ahead and actually do a bit of manual shooting of the catapult for the first few minutes here. See how good we can get. Ugh, not too good with that one. It's a little bit difficult to go ahead and shoot, you know. A little bit better shot with that one. Oh, nope. The AI does a little better. So I decided to go in for the elephants. Then that gets them. As we can see, that goes ahead and hits them and makes them bleed a little bit, the elephants. See? And that's a direct hit. Ooh, wow, I got some guys. That one's a good one. And now I think I turn it on fire. I wanted to go ahead and fire a few fire ones off. And that will deter the elephants from doing anything there. The fire ones are not as accurate, but they do cause more damage. So they are charging in with their elephants. I can go ahead and fire my skirmishers at them. And then we're going to go ahead and bring them on back. We did kill quite a few of their elephants already. So as we can see, their elephants are not really helpful there. And they're kind of stuck in with my units. And now I'm going to go ahead and curve around in and try and initiate something with their wings. So we can skirmish a little bit with their wings. And we're going to go ahead and move our general around to the front, the middle here, so we can go ahead and give us a morale boost. I'm firing in on my own troops there. Take them off fire at will, basically, is what I'm trying to do there. And inspire my troops. And still trying to use my catapult. I think that's almost out of ammo there. They're staying pretty far back. You know, just enraging my catapult. And they do bring their skirmishers on in now. Since I have defeated their elephants, you know. And now they're just all clumping in the middle for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think they're rearranging how they want to set up their troops. I still have forgotten about my own elephant group there, which would have been nice to remember at this point. So now they've set up with their cavalry on the on their right wing and my left wing. Yes. And now I can go ahead and use my Galatian levies there, or Grammatican levies, whatever they're called, to go ahead and throw javelins on them. And I have the elephants all the way over here still. Yep. Now I'm going to go and bring them on in. That was a little late. It could have been used earlier, I guess. Oh, well. We're going to go ahead and bring around my general. He's going to go ahead and attack him from the back. I still have some ammo with the catapults. And now we can start to initiate an attack there on their flanks. We haven't really attacked their front yet, but we're going to go ahead and move our front line up a little bit so we can start throwing our slingers at them. So we start using our slingers. I'm bringing around my skirmishers there. They end up attacking me with their cavalry, charging into me. I don't know how deadly that was with a charge, but I end up finish them off with my general there, thankfully. And we have our elephant that we're bringing around in the back. They're going to go ahead and try and finish off those cavalry. And our wings are engaging, but our front center is not engaging. So they do have a lot of their usual axemen in this battle. So I probably should have charged with my spearmen, because they can go ahead and did a heavy charge at me, meaning that they're gonna go ahead and just annihilate my front line there. Unfortunately, I really wasn't paying attention to that. And they do have some of their own hoplite groups. We can use our general to go ahead and attack the back of that unit. And we can use the elephants to go ahead and attack the skirmishers right there. And now we can go ahead and engage everybody. And those guys have ran out of ammo. And now I think we made that whole group waver. So we've cleared up our right flank, basically, which is nice. We can go ahead and get them to engage a little bit more. The rest of the battle. Go and clear up these archers that they have. And go ahead and use my special abilities too. And really the front line is what's going to suffer the most. Because, well, of those, as you can see, because of those two-handed axemen that they have. They're a very powerful unit. And as we can see, they're already starting to basically kill my front line there. As I bring back my slingers. I'm trying to rush in my my elephants here to help me on out. And I can use my cavalry to go ahead and attack the back of those guys. We're going to charge our elephants on in there. That'll go ahead and mop up these guys. And attack the back of that spear group. Nice good old charge back on into them. So it begins to get a little hectic, this battle. You know, it goes a little crazy. Their general's still alive there. I wanted to go ahead and take him on out next. My elephants end up being a big help to me winning this battle, you know. At least in the first time I fought this, and this is the first time I fought this. I did not save it, so I had to fight it a second time, and I lost my elephants within the first few minutes. Or within the first few attacks. And I still won the battle, surprisingly. But this is the one that I recorded, so we're gonna go ahead and watch this one. Alright. So we've now cleared up on the right completely there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring those guys around to go ahead and join in the rest of the fight. But I kind of want to bring them in slowly so they can go ahead and rest as they're going. Or do I just let them go at full speed? Because they do need to rest. That ends up being a very big problem, as I've noticed. I don't let my units rest that much. Stamina is a very big thing in DEI. So it's very helpful to have your units rest, you know. So here we're clearing up that center there, and now we're gonna go ahead and attack those edges. Their generals, the area where their general is, that's causing a lot of casualties to me. But a lot of my guys are coming back from wavering after they run off the battlefield there, so that's good news. Or after they're kind of retreating for a little bit is what I should say. So we finally are using our elephant to go ahead and attack these guys. I wanted to go ahead and pull them out of there because I don't think they were doing much. But they are attacking the edges of this unit. So that was causing some casualties to them. The two-handed axemen are right there. The Ikian, I don't know how to say it. They're one of their more powerful units. That they're hard to take out. Yeah. So we want to go ahead and bring around our general to go ahead and take out their general. And we need to go ahead and bring these guys around to go ahead and take on them. Use one of the abilities. And that's what I figure is going to really help me out a lot once I go ahead and take out their general. Then I can go ahead and just really take out the rest of their units. So surprisingly, my elephants have not started to rampage yet or run off the battlefield. They're quite disciplined in this battle. Usually they aren't. So we're getting my general in position to go ahead and flank the back of this unit. I'm trying to bring those guys back from running away. You can just picture the general telling his units to go ahead and not run from the battlefield. Alright. So now we've attacked the back of these guys. His general. And we're kind of mopping them up in the center there. They're basically... I'm pulling my elephant unit group on through and trying to get him to basically kill as he goes on through them. I need to recharge that the general's group there. Trying to bring in my cavalry on back. Speed up the battle a little bit. I think I popped, no, they actually used one of their abilities there. You don't see the enemy use the ability that much, the AI. Surprisingly, they did. Since everything's done over there, we're going to go ahead and move all these units to go ahead and attack them. Actually, they do have just one group right there. So we're going to go ahead and attack them with these guys. But we can go ahead and use our elephants to help us out here. Everybody's kind of wavering, unfortunately. And this is right when I was thinking I might lose. So this was one of actually the tougher battles that I fought in this game. Actually keep everybody from wavering as much as they did. And thankfully I realized that this skirmisher unit that's coming in from behind there, they still have enough ammo. So I can use them to use their javelins to attack the back of this one unit. So we're going to go ahead and use them to throw their javelins on in. And that ends up killing a bunch of them. That helps me out there a lot. And actually makes them waver completely. A little bit. And now we're going to go ahead and send them on in after they use their javelins complete. All the javelins. And now we can go ahead and finish off the general because he's just out there in the open by himself. He's too busy trying to attack the other group there. So and outflank him, and I end up using my last rally there to rally my troops. And now I've taken out their general, and I'm going to go ahead and clear up the rest of the army. They only have 2 groups left. So we can go ahead and maneuver around and flank them. Outflank them. And here they are. They're all kind of like wavering now. Everybody's wavering. I think the morale shock from the them losing their general was quite big. Apparently not big enough, though. They didn't mass rout from the battlefield right after it was done, unfortunately. And finally, they're starting to make my elephants waver. Oh, they finally killed a few of them there. So I think my elephants lost enough health, so I'm going to go and bring them on back. I was going to go ahead and make a charge into the back of these guys, and I don't know if it was slowed down by all the elephant bodies, but I did make a charge into the back of them. So we're going to go ahead and see my cavalry charge in the back of them. And then we see all these elephant bodies. I guess they get pushed around. I don't know if they slowed down the charge or not. It doesn't look like it does. Still a pretty effective charge. That unit vanishes, and now we only have this one unit left, and that's the axe guys, the axe unit. And we can go ahead and just swarm them and take them on, as they have their axe guys on out. And they have a very strong frontal charge, you know, since they're pretty strong units. That axe that they have, that double-bladed axe, is quite the killer, I guess. Or the two-handed axe is what actually is what it is. Excuse me. Most of my guys are starting to come back from wavering, so we can go ahead and bring them on in. But we want them to go ahead and rest enough, so they're going to go ahead and be brought on in and really not participate in the battle. And now these guys are wavering, so it's just a matter of just charging them from behind. And boom, battle's done. Alright, so we're going to end that. We're going to end up winning. And we won on this. And we end up killing all their captives. And then we're going to go and take out that army. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time. I hope you all have a good Thanksgiving. Or had a good Thanksgiving, I should say. And hit like and subscribe, alright? Bye-bye.